There we go. Peace. What's going on, Amber? What's going on, Swag yourself? What's going on, Zucko? What's going on, Miami Soldier? Yeah, I think we in there now. This computer like just muting me for no reason. How y'all living, man? How y'all living on this fabulous Saturday? Hopefully y'all maintaining, man, taking care of y'all health, putting the proper foods inside the system. Hope all is well, man. Just staying protected, staying peaceful out here, staying sane. Living in some challenging times, man, but we gonna get through it. We gonna get through it. We've seen worse. We've been through worse. We gonna get through it. Okay, Amber, you hitting the fast? You going a full 24-hour fast, or you just doing like intermittent fast? Or you going full 24 hours with some water or something? Type of fast you doing? What's going on, Jasmine, on the scene? Peace to you. Zucko, I've been pretty good, man. I just had a few training sessions earlier, ran the clients through the ground, made some moves, and now I'm here, man, ready to build. Got to handle business first, though. Business as usual, you know. Okay, cool. 24-hour water fast. Yeah, I'd have had some clients do that this week. I had somebody do it yesterday. They feeling fantastic after the fast. Fasting is always a beautiful thing to do, especially that 24-hour full water fast, man. That's my favorite type of fasting right there. Do it consistently. The more you do it, the better you start to feel, man. Then you can work your way up to those longer fasts, you know, those 3 to 5 day fasts. But how y'all doing on y'all goals, man? Y'all have any weekly goals? Any goals that y'all wanted to accomplish this week? Did you come close to accomplishing them? Like I had a goal to acquire a couple more clients, and I got it easily. Set your mind to it. Hopefully, you all make those weekly goals. Miami Soldier, what was the goal, bro? And what prevented you from accomplishing it? Talk to me, y'all. What's some of the goals y'all had for the week? What's going on, BYG 342? Peace to you. Checking in to see if exercise. Oh, come on, Miami Soldier. You got to get on that. You got to get on that. It's nothing to it but to do it. 20, 30 minutes. You can get to it. You can get to it. We can't be being lazy on the exercise. You know I ain't going to accept that one. Come on. BYG 342, man, what's going on? Y'all got to get into this gym. Y'all got to get into them. Y'all got to get them workouts going. Y'all talking to the wrong person saying that. Y'all got to get it going. Got to make time for that gym, make time for that exercise. We got to do that. That's a priority. We got to prioritize taking care of ourselves, man. That's crucial. That's important. All right, Amber, no fast food this week. Did you succeed? And definitely no fast food for the rest of your life, most definitely. Amber, some people do unsweetened tea, but I would say no, just pure water. I say pure water. Yeah, I just say go pure water, man. You'll get through it. But before I forget, I want to also, I like to build on today's mathematics before I like to dive into my topic, man. And today is the fifth. So the fifth in the supreme mathematics, power and refinement. Simple definition for power, man. That's your ability to do or ability to be. We all possess some sort of power. And most of the time, we keep that power line dormant within ourselves. And it's just waiting to be unleashed. Power is simply your ability to be, your ability to do. And here we want to talk about greatness. So power is your ability to be great. Power is your ability to do great things. But you have to unleash, you have to manifest that particular power, or it will lie dormant within you. So you got to exercise that power, man. You got to manifest that power, or else it will remain as potential. So again, power, that's your ability to do, that's your ability to be. And that power can work for you or it can work against you. Then you got refinement. That means to cleanse oneself. Amber's talking about fasting. Fasting is a form of refinement. It's cleansing the internal system. So we love to cleanse the external, taking baths, taking showers and things of that nature. But we tend to neglect the internal. And that's what fasting will do for the internal. That's a source of refinement for our inner system. It cleanses the internal system, and that's crucial. You need to be cleansing that internal system at least monthly. At least monthly. Some people go on detox and they do it like once a year. But you should at least be doing that monthly. You should be doing some form of fasting on a monthly basis to refine the internal system. What's going on, Patrick? Man, I appreciate it. All right, Amber, that relapse is cool. As long as you just acknowledge it, move on, and bounce back. So no more fast food for you. All right, Patrick, if you're talking about a good drink to take to burn fat while doing cardio, I don't drink anything to help me burn fat besides water. So I like just do your cardio in that fasted state, man, and you will burn fat quickly. Quickly. You do cardio in that fasted state, man, you will burn fat quickly. The best thing to do, if you can afford to do it, is to do like cardio in the morning. So as soon as you wake up, man, because you are in that well fasted state. So as soon as you wake up, man, if you can do some cardio, you will burn that fat quickly. It's one of the best things that you can do when it comes to burning fat is doing that cardio in that fasted state, man. Do you some shadow boxing, man. Run you some sprints. Do you some distance running in that fasted state. And watch how you shred up. Get lean. What's going on, Lachelle? What's going on with you? Peace. And BYG, man, that's good, man. Keep that up. Keep that up. Keep doing that. You're on the right path in regards to fasting. Now you just got to hit the gym with it. Yes, sir, Patrick. Self-transformation is crucial. And that's basically one of the things that I'm going to touch on in this video, man. And I want to talk about a lot of the negative self-talk that we give to ourselves, man. We have that inner dialogue, and for the most part, it's negative, man. We continue. And I'm speaking from experience, just dealing with people, man. A lot of people talk themselves out of greatness. And we have got to stop doing that. We have got to stop talking ourselves out of greatness. And it's happening too consistently. What's going on, Ishmael? How you living, man? How you feeling? That negative self-talk has got to stop. And a lot of times it revolves around fear. I was just having a conversation with a client yesterday, and she was just asking me, what motivated me to go out and just, start my own, get my own gym going, start my own business, and then get away from corporate America. And I just told her, man, it was time for me to do it. I eliminated fear. I had to stop living in fear. The moment you stop living in fear, like that's really the moment or the time that you start to live. When you eradicate that fear from your life, that's when you actually start to live. For the most part, a lot of us are not actually living. We are just existing. And that's how I was for a moment, man. I was just existing, man. I wasn't actually living. And I didn't like how that felt. And I could no longer tolerate that feeling. So you got to ask yourself that simple question right now, man. Are you existing or are you living? The answer should be living. So if you are not living, then it's time to reevaluate your life. And it's time to make moves so you can get to the point where you're living instead of just existing. What's going on, Sweet Tea? And going back to the conversation that I was having with my client, she was talking about what was holding her back from pursuing some of her endeavors. And she talked about the fear of failure. Peace, what's going on, G? She was talking about her fear of failure. I was like, man, you got to eradicate that. You got to eliminate that. Like, we devote all of our time and energy to these particular jobs. So when we on these jobs, working for corporate America, working for these other folks, enriching their empires, then we going 110%. Fear or no fear. But then when it's time to pursue an endeavor that we are passionate about, then all of a sudden we let that fear hold us back. We let that fear hold us back. I'm like, you got to look at what's the worst thing that can happen if you pursue this endeavor that you are passionate about. And trust me, the worst thing that can happen is not failure, because we don't fail. We only learn. We only learn. Like, that's it. It's a lesson. So even if it's something that may appear on the surface as a failure, trust me, it's a lesson behind it. You just got to extract it. You got to look beyond that surface. But it's like we go into these corporate jobs, we go into corporate America, and I guarantee you that it's not 100% success when we working in corporate America. So we willing to fail. We willing to fail and bounce back in corporate America. But when it comes to pursuing our own endeavors, then all of a sudden we are afraid to even dive into it. We are afraid to dive into it when it comes to our own personal passions and interests and things of that nature. But corporate America, we give ourselves the ability, we give ourselves time to fail. We give ourselves time to like rebuild and bounce back from those failures. Most definitely, fam. Most definitely, Patrick. I actually just posted something similar to that, and I was just talking about the power behind fear and how a lot of people will move faster when fear is involved opposed to love. So they will move faster out of fear opposed to love. And that was just something that I was building on, kind of like on Facebook, man. But yeah, when you learn to master both of them, but I don't even have to master fear. It's just something that I've eliminated, eradicated. So I don't even, that's not even part of my vocabulary. You won't even hear me mention that word. I won't even utter that word except for like now when I'm kind of describing it. But that's not even a word that I entertain. The only time you will hear me say that is when less is at the end. So it's fearless. But when it comes to being great, man, when it comes to manifesting a lot of powerful things in your life, gotta eradicate that. Gotta eradicate that, man. You gotta eliminate that, man. And you gotta stop doubting yourself. Gotta stop doubting yourself, man. Like I said, when I was talking to my client, man, it was just a lot of doubt there, man. Fear of failure. I'm like, if you passionate about it, how will you fail? If you passionate about something, if it's an endeavor that you are passionate about, meaning you're gonna pour your heart, your mind, all of your energy into it, how can you possibly fail? How is that possible? How is it possible to fail in regards to something that you are passionate about? But then we can, like I said, we can go on these jobs and we may be 50% interested in whatever it is that we doing on this job in corporate America. So we can go work this job where we are 30 to 40% like interested, in whatever it is that we are doing. But then when it comes to something that we are 100% passionate about, now all of a sudden we letting this fear hold us back. We got to stop that. That's that negative self-talk that I'm talking about. We got to stop that negative dialogue that goes on internally, man. That negative voice. You know, that little devil's advocate that they talk about. Got to stop listening to that. Stop entertaining that. You got to ignore it. The more you ignore it, it starts to go away. Ishmael, you got it, man. Get that bookstore going. I'm right behind you on that, too. I'm right behind you on the bookstore. I'm right behind you. I'm definitely going to have a bookstore in the near future, man, along with like juice bars and things of that nature. So we just getting started. We just getting started. And like I said, a lot of people know about the power of words, man. I mean, everybody knows how powerful your words are. Everybody knows how powerful your thoughts are. So it's like in the same breath, we contradict ourselves by entertaining all that doubt, entertaining all that fear, entertaining all that worry. So we got to stop contradicting ourselves, man. We got to stop being hypocrites. Peace. What's going on, James? If you know of the power of words, then you got to live out that reality. It's like we talk about in the culture, we live in mathematics. You got to live out that reality. If you know the power of words, then stop uttering those words that have that negative vibration connected to it. Stop doing that. If it has a negative vibration attached to it, don't speak it. Simple and plain. Don't entertain it. Discard it. If you passionate about something, anything that's telling you not to pursue that, don't entertain that. Don't entertain that, whether it's coming from an internal source, whether it's coming from an external source. It's just that simple. Like, it's just that simple. Yeah, you ain't even, like I said, shaking the negative thoughts. Most definitely, because they're going to come and go. They're going to come and go. But the thing about those thoughts, man, the more you ignore, man, the least they show up, or the less they show up. So I just ignore them. I just ignore them. I don't deal with those negative thoughts at all. I don't entertain, like, my vocabulary, man. It's like right speech, like the Buddhists say. Those type of words don't exist within my vocabulary, man. We got the power to choose our own vocabulary. So certain words I don't entertain, man. Certain thoughts, certain types of thoughts I don't entertain. They don't exist to me. So it's like you speaking a foreign language when you talk about fear. Like when that lady was talking to me, talking about fear, I'm looking at her like she's speaking a foreign language. I'm like, what do you mean? Like I act like I don't know what the word means. Like you talking about you had this fear of failure. What does fear and what does failure mean? I don't even know what that means. Like that's how I look at those words. I don't even know what they mean. You got to define that to me. I forgot what they mean. There is no possible way that I'm gonna fail doing something that I love to do. There's no possible way that you can fail doing something that you're passionate about. It's not possible. It's not possible at all. So you got to accept that reality, man, and go ahead and pursue whatever the endeavor is that's on your mind to pursue. It's just that simple, man. Like I'm gonna keep reiterating simple concepts. I'm gonna keep reiterating them, man, because it's real simple. But repetition is king. So the more y'all hear it, the more y'all are likely to implement what I'm saying. Because a lot of times, man, we doubt ourselves. We make excuses, and excuses is another thing. Another thing that I have a major issue with, especially just being in the fitness space, man. We make excuse after excuse after excuse not to take care of ourselves, man. And again, that's that negative talk. That's that negative talk. Accountability. That was the word of the day a few days ago. And I'm bringing it back to the surface. We don't like to be accountable, so therefore we make excuses. Got to stop that. Got to stop that, man. Hold yourself accountable for everything that happens to you, everything that comes to you. Everything that comes to you, everything that happens to you, you are responsible for that, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, you are responsible for everything that comes to you in life, everything that happens to you in life. You are responsible for that. Why? Because you are responsible for the perception. So you can perceive all the events that happen to you the way that you want to perceive them. Therefore, that makes you responsible for your feelings in regards to whatever it is that transpires in your life. Yeah, failure doesn't exist at all, man. Failure doesn't exist at all. At all. Like I said, it's just a lesson to be learned. Even if we want to take it on even if we want to look at it on a mathematical, educational, in an educational realm, when you taking a test, and we all know that they give you the F for failure in regards to the test. Even if you get below that 60 on the test and you get that F, that's not a failure. That's just an indication that you need to study this particular subject more. That's just an indication that you need to study that chapter a little bit more. That's just an indication of what you do not know and what you need to find out and what you need to learn. So you didn't even fail that test, even though they gave you an F. That's a lesson. It's like, I need to study a little bit more. I need to reevaluate my study tactics. And I need to implement some new strategies. So that's just, it's real simple. Even when you're looking at it from a mathematical point of view, where you actually literally on a percentage basis, somebody's telling you you failed, you really still didn't fail. So again, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Zucko, my simple answer to that question is, you really, to me, you don't find who you truly are. I mean, you can't find you to find something, man. You got to be searching for it. You got to be seeking it. It's already within you. So it's nothing that you have to find. It's something that you just have to activate. So it's something, who you are is already within you. It's already there. So you don't have to find it. If anything, you just define who you are. Like, I define myself. So I give myself meaning. I gave myself meaning. I defined who I was. I didn't leave it to anybody else. I didn't leave it to anything else. I defined who I was. I defined who I am. So that's how I answer that, man. You can define who you are. You don't have to wait to find out who you are. You define yourself. You can define yourself right now. Find the most powerful words that you can think of and define yourself utilizing those powerful words. That's what I did. I got a powerful definition for self. I got a powerful self-image, and I didn't always used to roll like that. But I took control over my life, man. I gave my life meaning. I didn't wait for anybody else to give it meaning. I did that to myself. I said, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. So that was me. So don't try to find out who you are, man. Define yourself. Become self-created, man. Define yourself. Like, period. Sit down today with that index card, man, and define who you are. You are the best knower of yourself. You are the best knower of self. Nobody knows you better than you. Nobody knows you better than you. And that's how it always was. That's how it always will be. Nobody will know you better than you. Period. What's going on, Much Younger? What's going on? Peace. But yeah, you don't have to find it, man. You don't have to find something that's already within you. It's already there, man. All you got to do is define it, man. Analyze it. Observe it. Define it. And there you go. And live out that reality. However you define yourself, live that reality out every day. Like, you know the culture that we come from, and we talk about supreme intelligence and things of that nature, man. I operate on that level every day. It's not a day that passes by that I don't operate at my highest form of intelligence. Not a day. So I'm living out my reality every day, each and every day. I'm operating on that high level because that's who I am. That's how I have defined myself. I only use empowering, powerful words to define who I am. And I repeat them to myself on a daily basis. Most definitely, sweet tea. It's all within you. It's all within you. Just got to activate it. Just got to activate it. You just got to activate it, man. You got to define it. Describe yourself, man. Like I said, you know you better than you. And that's a problem that we have in today's society, man. A lot of people want other folks to define them. Don't do that. Don't do that. We got to stop doing that. I don't allow other people to define me, man. I don't become characters in other people's books and whatnot. I don't do that. I'm writing my own script for my own life, man. I'm not a role. I'm not a pawn in somebody else's game. Not at all. Not at all. You can't control my narrative. I control mine. I'm the sole controller. I'm the sole controller of my universe and my life. No one else. I don't relinquish that power to anyone else. Not at all. And the moment I start letting other people define my reality, describe who I am, define who I am, and I start accepting that, I'm relinquishing my power. I don't let the media define who I am. I don't let loved ones define who I am. I don't let friends define who I am. I do that. I don't let zodiac signs define who I am. Like, I don't roll like that. I don't care. Like, if you fool with zodiac signs and things of that nature, cool for you, but don't think you know me based off of a zodiac sign. It's not gonna roll like that. It's not gonna roll like that. That's not how we roll around here, man. I define myself. Period. If you want to know who I am, ask me. Don't look up my zodiac sign. Don't ask me what's my zodiac sign and then try to look me up based off of that. Ask me, come straight to the source. That's how we roll. Nothing and no one knows me better than me. So if you want to know who I am, ask the source. Point blank, period. You won't get a solid definition from any outside source about who I am. And the same should apply to you. James Brown, you got to live like you are already that person. As they say, be the change that you want to see. You got to start living as if you are already that person. So however it is that you want to be seen, you got to live as if you are already living that reality. You got to live as if you are already that person. So it's that simple, man. You got to live as if you are already that individual. You got to become a new you. Period. It's that simple, man. If you and I'm gonna just go on a monetary perspective, not saying everybody's materialistic, but if your goal in life is to attain $1 billion, if you want to become a billionaire, then right now today you got to start living like the billionaires live. You got to already live it. You can't wait till you become a billionaire to start living like one. You got to live like you a billionaire right now today. If your goal is to become a business owner, you got to start living like you are a business owner right now today. Don't wait until you become a business owner, because by that time it's going to be too late. Live as if you are already that business owner right now. Whatever it is that you are striving to be, live that reality out right now. I don't care if you don't have whatever it is that you are striving to have. Live it as if you already do. It's just that simple. That's alchemy. Yeah, and bro, I've never been a fan of the zodiac signs. Like I said, man, people that fool with them, cool, but don't just don't think you know me based off of my zodiac sign. Then we will have a problem. We will have a major problem, because again, come to the source. Don't make any assumptions. I don't like assumptions. Don't make any assumption off of me based off of something that's external. That's just my beef with it. And James Brown, yeah, I got the cash out, fam, and I'll just go ahead and put it in the comments for you. There it is in the comments for you. Like I said, man, when it comes to them zodiac signs, man, a lot of people be like, oh, what's your sign? And they create all these assumptions in regards to like your personality. And I have to tell them a lot of the times, man, some of the stuff that they are thinking is absolutely wrong. So don't make an assumption, man. Just come to the source. Come to the source, or just build with the kid, man. Just build with me. Just be around me. That's how you come to learn about people. You be around them. You ask them questions. You observe them. You analyze them. Period. Oh, Sean, you already know how we get down about voting. You already know that. You already know. I'm in that same lane with you. And Sean Steve being a high value male, I think I got a gist of what you mean by that, but just break down what you mean so I can answer that question thoroughly. So I want to make sure I answer it in a correct fashion. So just break down what you mean by high value male before I answer the question. Oh yeah, I'm always striving to uplift, man, and empower people, man. That's pretty much my job now, man, to empower people, to push them towards their goals. And it's reciprocity, man. So when I do that, that comes back to me a millionfold. But the thing of it is, when we talk about reciprocity and things of that nature, man, like cause and effect, like sometimes things come back to you in a way that you may least expect it, man. So you always got to be kind of analyzing your life. You always got to be analyzing life, man, because stuff will come back to you in a weird fashion, man. So you really got to observe and analyze. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention because let's say, and I'm going to just keep it monetary for a minute. Let's say you know, giving out money and things of that nature. Sometimes your reward will not revolve around money, even though that's what you were giving out. Sometimes your reward, what you get back, may not revolve around the dollar bill. It may revolve around something else. But a lot of times we will overlook that because we'll be like, I've been giving out money, I should get money back. It's almost like when you deal with, we didn't all have situations where we may deal with like friends and family members. You know, when you go out of your way to help a friend or a family member repeatedly, but this same friend or family member won't go out of their way to help you. No, you're going to get something back, but it may not come in the form of somebody helping you out. So you always got to be mindful of that. But I done been one of those individuals, man, going out of my way to help individuals, but they wouldn't do the same for me, going out of my way to support people, and they wouldn't do the same for me. And it's like I had to stop looking for that support in return for what I was doing. Like the stuff that was coming back to me was something totally different, and I was overlooking it because I was expecting the same thing that I was dishing out to come back to me the same exact way that I dished it out. It's not how that works. It's not how that works. All the good that all the support that I was giving other people, man, you know, me breaking my back for them, it came back to me in the form of opportunities. It came back to me in the form of opportunities, and I probably passed up a few. Because I was so focused on all the good that I was doing for other people and how people wouldn't go out of their way to do that same good for me. So I may have overlooked a lot of opportunities because I was just so focused on getting that in return instead of those opportunities. What's going on, Lindell? Peace. But we gotta understand that science too. So yeah, I'm always focusing on living out that golden rule, man, treating others how I would want to be treated. Dishing out the energy that I want to receive type deal, man. So I wholeheartedly agree with that golden rule, man. And I strive to live by that. I strive to live by that. Most definitely. Your rewards can come in many forms, and sometimes they may come in forms that you don't necessarily care for. And that's why I said, man, we gotta pay a lot of attention to what goes on in our lives, man, because for the most part, we look for things that we gravitate towards, that we like, that we enjoy. So if the sign or the reward doesn't come in that form, then we don't look at it as such. So you got to stop looking at things through that lens. Again, I always quote Bruce Lee, man, empty that cup. What's going on, TZ Frank, man? What's going on with you, bro? Yeah, but that negative self-talk, man, that doubt, again, what you got to realize, man, when you talk negative to yourself, when you doubt yourself, you're going to manifest those exact conditions. So every time you talk negative to yourself, every time you go back and forth with yourself, creating that hostile inner environment, you're going to manifest that same type of environment externally. And then you're going to wonder why things will never go your way. Because look at the environment that you are creating internally. So you got to stop all that inner doubt, man. You got to stop all that inner negativity, that inner back and forth. Trust yourself, man. Trust yourself. Trust your mind. Trust your body. Your mind and your body will not steer you in the wrong direction. The only time that may happen is when the conflict is created and you begin to doubt yourself. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I got you, Sean. So a lot of dating coaches bring up a high value male. Okay. So that's basically, I would assume, just based off of the words here, high value male, I would assume it would be a male that has a lot to offer, a lot to bring to the table, a prestigious man. Someone that has a lot to offer financially, intellectually, things like that. I'm assuming that that's what that would be. Or it'd be, something related to that. It may not be the exact definition verbatim. But I don't use a lot of terminology that a lot of dating coaches and all that type of stuff will utilize, man, because when it comes to like high value males, high value women and all that, man, I believe everybody should operate at that highest form of intelligence. We all have that higher form of intelligence and we should all operate on that level. I mean, you should want to operate on that level personally. So I deal with things like highest form of intelligence. When you operate from that realm of the highest form of intelligence, you can't be stopped. You can't be stopped. You can't be stopped. When you look at yourself as the foundation to your universe, and universe can simply be your family. When you look at yourself as the foundation, basically you being the sun, everything revolving around you in regards to that universe. And the moment that you stop, or the moment that you start to act a certain type of way, then everything falls down because you are that foundation. When you look at everything in that light, then again, you become unstoppable. Because when you got the universe riding on you, you're going to see how hard you go. You're going to see how hard you go. But you know how we view ourselves out here, man, in the culture, God body, man. We can't be stopped, man. We can't be stopped, man. We divine, man. We can't be stopped. We righteous by nature. Like we know what we are, man. We truly powerful beings, and we operate on that level on a daily basis. And we encourage the women to operate on that basis, and we encourage the children to operate on that basis. We deal in equality. Man, woman, and child, we deal in equality. We all gonna operate on that higher plane. On that highest plane. I don't even want to say higher, on that highest plane. So again, if I was talking to some dating coaches and was on some dating channels, they probably wouldn't understand nothing that I'm saying, because I wouldn't use a lot of that terminology at all. I probably would go right over their head because I'll start talking mathematics on it. I'll start talking to mathematics on it. Oh, Amber, most definitely. That's honestly one of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I've been in that boat for a long time. And when you making moves and you feel like you in it alone and nobody that, well, at least the people that you feel should be supporting you the most, they the ones that support you the least. So like it's hard. It's hard. Not everybody has the drive and determination to plow through that. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I deal with like repetition, man. I'm gonna keep encouraging y'all and inspiring y'all until y'all do what y'all need to do. And then y'all inspire and y'all encourage and y'all motivate the people under you all. Like that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why motivation, like inspiration, is my foundation, because I know how that can feel. It's draining. It's draining. For the most part, the odd thing about it is we tend to get the most support from people we may never meet. You know what I mean? So that's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. Lindell, it's just like it's like the little quote, the cliche quote or cliche saying, "What have you done for me lately?" That's all that people focus on. Beast reincarnated. I'm not talking about. Well, even if you use the word wealth, again, that's not necessarily something that I view in terms of like monetary terms. Like wealth can be mental. Matter of fact, it is mental. That's where it starts. But when I'm talking about success, man, I'm talking about personal development, just accomplishing anything that you know that you need to be accomplishing in life, like all the goals that you have set for yourself. Like again, I'm in the fitness space, and a lot of people have these health and fitness goals. And for the most part, the only reason these people are not tackling the goals the way that they should be tackling them is because that negative self-talk. They talk themselves out of it. They talk themselves out of it, or they talk themselves into some nonsense. So they create that inner conflict. So it's like, okay, my goal is to lose 60 pounds. I lost 10 pounds. Now it's time for me to celebrate. And then it's like once you celebrate, as Amber mentioned, it's a relapse. And then it's hard for them to bounce back sometimes, man, because they didn't got content. So they lost the 10 pounds in 2 weeks. And then it's like, all right, bet I'm gonna go ahead and celebrate, and I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the way that I was living. Then you put the 10 pounds back on plus more. So you can't be getting comfortable out here, man. But a lot of times, man, it's that negative self-talk, man. It's that doubt. We question ourselves, man, too often. You got to stop going back and forth with yourself. Like, nah, if your goal is to lose 60 pounds, 10 pounds ain't nothing. 10 pounds ain't nothing, man. If your goal is to lose 60 and you lost 10, you got 50 more to go. We not celebrate. We not celebrate. We gonna hit that. We gonna hit that 60. We focus on that 60. We focused on that 60. Stop getting content, man. Stop justifying going back into the bad habits. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Again, if you slip up every now and then, that's to be expected when trying to create better habits and destroy bad habits. But a lot of times that's not what happened, man. Just based off of my experience, man, people get real content. Real content. Being content, being comfortable, and then fear. Those are problems. Those are problems. Those are problems. Those are the two major impediments in regards to people like really achieving their goals out of life, man. Because what'll happen is the fear, it'll stop you from even beginning in the first place. And then the content and the comfortability aspect of it, it's like, all right, you got a small little goal. Like I said, you want to lose 60, you lose 10. Now you comfortable. Now you comfortable. You see some weight coming off. You see that number on the scale going down. Now you comfortable. No, never get comfortable. Never. Never get content. We don't live like that. We don't live like that. And Beast reincarnated. Always follow your dreams. And sometimes I hate to use the word dreams, but y'all know what I mean when I use them. Layman's terms type deal. But manifest them into reality. You got one life, man. You got one life. You got one shot at this, man. Why not spend the one life that you have, that we know about, that we know that we have? Why not spend that one life, man, doing everything that you have set out to do? Why would you want to live any other way? And for the most part, we live like we got 9 or 10 other lives, like 9 or 10 other shots at this thing, man. As far as I'm concerned, I don't. This is my one shot to get this thing correctly, man, and I'm going to see to it that I do. Matter of fact, I was reading a book, and I forgot the name of the book, man, but I was reading a book, and they did a survey on people, like on elder people that were like on their deathbed. And they asked them, like, what were some of the main things that they regret or regretted? The main thing, the consensus, the common denominator that they all regretted was they regretted not doing things that they wanted to do in life. So they may have had personal goals that they didn't pursue for whatever reason. And that was the major thing that all of these elders on their deathbeds regretted, that they did not pursue their personal goals. So it was basically they were doing what they had to do, not what they wanted to do. And they regretted that. I'm not about to live my life like that. I'm not about to be on my deathbed saying, I wish I would have did this. I wish I should have did that. I should have did this. I should have did that. I'm not about to be that person. I'm going to be on my deathbed like I'm satisfied. I did everything that I said I was going to do, plus more. That's how you got to go out. You do not want to be going out with those regrets, man. If you got something that you're passionate about, man, something that you feel like you need to pursue it. Don't wait. Don't ask questions. Pursue it. Pursue it. I don't care what it is, man. Your mind to figure everything out. If it's something you got to pursue, man, ask yourself the question, what do I got to do? What must I do to be able to pursue this? Just keep asking yourself that question and watch your mind supply you with those answers, period. Don't doubt yourself. Don't live in fear. Just ask yourself the question, what must I do that will enable me to pursue such and such and such and such? And your mind will eventually supply you with the proper materials, the answers that you need that will assist you in the pursuit of that endeavor. So all you got to do is learn to ask yourself the right questions. Learn to ask yourself empowering questions. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So like I said, man, like I'm big on that, man. That doubt is crazy. And I know a lot of us deal with it. And that's why I just keep reiterating. I know a lot of us deal with that doubt, man, that self-doubt, because we've been programmed to do it. We've been programmed to believe that we are not as powerful as we are. So anytime we get the note or the thought to do something powerful, it's almost natural now. It's almost normal for us to doubt that. Like, nah, I can't do that. That's almost like second nature now. When it comes to just manifesting powerful things, the moment you get that powerful thought, you are instantly programmed to shoot it down. Like, nah, I can't do that. Because that's how we have been programmed. That's how we have been programmed. Then they'll definitely get to Brazil, man. Get there. But that's how we have been programmed. Even when it comes to like when you become an adult, getting out of college and things like that. How many times have you been told not to pursue something because there is no money in that field? And for the most part, you're going to accept that. You're going to accept that. They tell you, man, don't pursue that endeavor, man. Ain't no money in that field. So now you settle for an endeavor that you are unhappy with. You settle for a job that makes you unhappy, but it may pay you. It may pay you decent. It may pay you well, but is that worth your sanity? No, it's not. No, it's not. But how many times have you been discouraged from pursuing something that you were passionate about simply because people couldn't see the benefit in it? They couldn't see the financial incentive to pursuing it. They couldn't see the financial reward behind it. They didn't think it was as lucrative. How many times have you been discouraged from pursuing something like that? I know I have been discouraged a lot in regards to things that I was passionate about. And people like, nah, it ain't no money, but how can you make money doing that? Plenty of ways, man. You could make money doing anything. in today's era. But we still been programmed, man, to discourage folks, to discourage ourselves when it comes to pursuing or manifesting powerful things in our lives. See it all the time. Like I said, I've been there, done that myself. So you just got to block out all the noise. You got to be like the Buddhists at this point, man. You got to block out all that noise, man. You got to eliminate the inner chatter and you got to ignore the external chatter, period. You got to do what you know is right. You got to do what you know is right and exact. Again, you know what's right and exact, man. You know what you passionate about. You know what you interested in, and you know you won't fail. Listen to that voice. Follow that voice. Manifest what that voice is telling you to manifest. That devil's advocate, that negative voice, that's that voice that's been influenced by all those external people doubting you, discouraging you. That's where that voice comes from. What's going on, Joe King? And Beach Reincarnated. If you're passionate about comedy, man, that's something that you're striving to pursue. Like being a stand-up comedian, like what you trying to pursue with that? I actually got a family. I got a cousin that's in that space. Zucko, most definitely. And I have a when it's people like that, man, I do not share my aspirations with those individuals. Not at all. I don't need that negative energy in my life. I don't share anything with a person like that at all. Once you do that to me one time, bro, I'm mindful of what I share with you because I do not need that. That energy may cause me to not pursue something, especially if it's from a really influential source. So I just won't share anything with that particular individual or those individuals, and they just have to see the fruits of my labor when they are manifested. They can't be around for the process. They can't. Because I don't need that doubt. I don't need that worry. I don't need that fear. I don't need that energy behind what I'm doing, behind my process. Don't need it. So sometimes, man, when there's certain things, I'm not even gonna let them know what I'm planning on doing until I actually do it, till it's already done. And if it's something that they must know before it's already done, I simply ignore them. I ignore the ignorance because that's what it is. It's ignorance. Like just because you didn't have the discipline, just because you didn't have the determination to live the life that you want to live, man, don't try to prevent me. Don't try to prevent me from manifesting my life. Beast Reincarnated, yes, he is. And oh man, professional comedian, man, get on it. Put out those videos, fam. Put out those videos. And I was joking when I used to say I want to be a comedian. I was joking. But yeah, if you passionate about being a comedian, man, just get on it. What's your process, man? What you do on a daily and weekly basis, man, to make sure that reality is about to be manifested? Like, what's your 5-year, 10-year plan? What's the 5-year, 10-year vision that you have for yourself, Beast Reincarnated? Because we manifest, man. We manifest. We born things. We bring things into existence. That's the word that I'm gonna use, man. We born things. Born means to bring something into existence. That's what we do. Like that's what we do. So you can born that reality, Beast Reincarnated. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. It's nothing to born in that reality. Just how bad do you want it? Like when you want something bad enough, you gonna manifest it, man. Then when you manifest it, like your mind's gonna figure out everything. That's how I've operated with this gym. Like I've been passionate about health and fitness, man. Everything just falls in my lap, man, just behind that passion. So it's like you will figure out all the fine details as you go along, man. Trial and error. So it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect when you first go about it. Oh, Sasha, I know a lot of people like that. I actually got people considered me like that, man. 'Cause I never tried to be funny, but they just felt like my personality was funny, man. I got like dry humor and stuff like that. So a lot of people find that funny, but yeah, I'm not pursuing being a comedian at all. And you say daughter as if there is not a male and a female aspect to that. It ain't just a daughter that could be manifested. Lindell, no sir. I don't believe in no spooky devil at all. At all. We could get into how I view that, but not in the sense that everybody else believes in the devil. I do not believe in that at all. No. That's one of those that's that fear tactic, man. That's that fear tactic. That's that fear tactic. Matter of fact, that's really one of the only reasons, or one of the main reasons, why people are religious in the first place. Is that fear tactic? They scared you and it kind of subscribing to that religion because they told you if you don't, then this is your destiny. So, yep, that's a fear tactic. Yeah, Sasha, I must have some British in me, man, because I definitely got the definitely had a dry humor. Most definitely. So a lot of times I would actually get in like arguments with people because they laughing at something and I'm dead serious. So I didn't appreciate that half of the time. Beast reincarnate, you know what the dry humor is, man. Like I said, basically what Sasha said. That's when that person is, for the most part, really not even trying to be funny. Or it's like when I like sometimes when I would be joking, it would be in a serious like tone. Like I keep a serious face. You basically wouldn't even be able to tell if I'm joking or not. That's what dry humor is on my end. So it's like even if I'm joking, like I'm still serious. But I want to know, man, what type of things y'all striving to born, man. Beast reincarnated talking about the comedian aspect of it. What else y'all working on out here, man? Because again, we eliminating that negative self-talk, man. We talking about what things we are manifesting. So I need to know what y'all about to bring into existence, man, so we can support one another, so I can support you all. Because I'm always striving to support people. Like I said, Beast reincarnated, when you come out with some content or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you're working on, let me know. So I could be the first to support it. That's one thing I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna support people. If I rock with you, you rocking with me, man. I'm supporting everything that you're doing, man, to the best of my abilities. Yep, Sasha, man. I could watch something, man, and I may laugh for like every bit of like 2 seconds, but it may have been the funniest thing that I've encountered. Well, yeah, what's some stuff that y'all whipping up, man? What's some stuff that y'all working on, man? I'm ready to support some people. I need to know what we working on. Oh, it's all good, Sasha, man. It's all good. Better late than never, man. But I want to know some positive things y'all working on, man. 2020 been one of those strange years, but like it's not over yet. It's not over yet, man. We still got some things, man. We still got some things that we can manifest before this year is over with. Oh, Zucko, most definitely, man. Those bad days are a part of life, man. That's why I told you. That's why I told you. Don't even label them as bad days, man. They just days, man. Because even within those bad days, I guarantee you some good things happen to you. I guarantee you 100%. Matter of fact, I can tell you several things. You woke up on them bad days, so that's a good thing. You were breathing. It's another positive. Heart was beating. That's another positive. Got your vision, man. You got your vision. That's another positive. You can use it, your arms, your legs, some other positives. So it's a lot of good that happened, even on those bad days. So that's why I say there ain't no such thing as a good or bad day, man. It's just days. And we experience things within those days. And the way that we perceive them, that's when we start to label the day as good or bad. But like a day is not good or bad. It's just a day. That's all that it is. It's almost like labeling the truth good or bad. Like the truth is not good nor bad. The truth is just the truth. That's what a day is. A day is just a day. It's not a good day. It's not a bad day. It's just a day. Like it is what it is. And that's how I look at it. So I don't have a good day. I don't have a bad day. Like if you ask me how my day was and is, I'm going to just tell you, man, it was what it was, man. As this dude that used to say that came into one of the banks where I worked at, man, just rolling along. Like that's how you say, man, how is it going? He says, he rolling along, man. Beach reincarnated, then you got it, then you made for that life. Bonafide Bloom, what's going on? Oh, yeah, definitely an instrumental to meditate to. Yeah, I got this is something I recommend you all do. Because I've been doing this, man, and the moment I did it, I mean, I'm talking about the exact day where I started. I had it was like one client that I had been dealing with that she took some time off. The day that I did this, she got back in contact with me, said she ready to start back up. Then I had a mother reach out to me, wanted me to work with her two sons. Then I had another mother reach out to me. She wanted me to start training her son. Like this was like, I got like 4 clients back this exact day. And all I did was I got it out of my book about the subconscious mind. All I did was got the smartphone. I recorded myself repeating an affirmation, things that I kind of wanted to like manifest or whatever the case may be, man, just empowering words. Spoke it to the phone, recorded it. And then every morning, man, I put headphones on or I play the recording, I put it on repeat and I sit there for about 10 minutes and I end up almost dozing off. But it goes into the subconscious mind and then I guess what? I just relax and I go about my life. The moment I do that, man, every time that I've done it, every day that I've done that, powerful things have happened. So I recommend you do that. Oh, Amber, you got it then. You got it then. It's time for you to go alkaline on them. Plant-based alkaline, you got it. You got it. Journal more, man. Write down your thoughts consistently. Get the water in. Go plant-based. Exercise daily. Get you some affirmations rolling. Meditation going. Focus on breathing. Proper rest. Prioritize your sanity. Prioritize your peace. Prioritize your brain and mental health. If it isn't elevating you, if it isn't contributing to your peace, your sanity, and your health, discard it. Do not fool with it. Do not mess with it. Zoko, trust me, it's gonna be a game changer because some of the same things you wrestle with are some things that I've wrestled with, and man, that helped me. I sit in that dark room, man, and I just let that recording play. And all you need is 10 minutes. Do this for 10 minutes each morning. You will be good to roll. There you go, Bonafide, man. Cut that sugar out. Sean Steve, man, honestly, I'm not, hey, honestly, keep it going. If you, as a matter of fact, if you good at it, most definitely. Most definitely. I know some people, man. I know some brothers that just started back up MCing, man, and they just hit 30. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. Ain't no age limit to it. I'm all for it. You just got to find out who your target market is, who your audience is. Everybody got a market. Everybody got an audience that's willing to listen to what they got to say. Even when it comes to rapping. Now, if you 30 plus and you rapping about the same thing that these 18-year-olds are rapping about, then you might want to reevaluate your approach. But if you got any skill, behind it and you passionate behind it, man, I don't care what age you start, honestly. We don't follow trends, man. If I got the urge to rap at 45, I'm gonna do it. Because I don't care what other people think and say. Especially when I'm good at it. Ooh, and bro, what type of merchandise? But yeah, definitely prioritize the health. I mean, because at the end of the day, without your health, you have nothing. So you can sell all this merchandise, but if you don't have your health, you can't enjoy it. So most definitely. And Sasha, you in the UK, I believe, and one of my favorite like political rappers is from over there, man. Low Key. I don't know if you know of him, but man, I really rock with that guy's music. And he had just recently came out of like retirement. But when it comes to like political rap, man, that dude is flawless. I don't know if he's big over there or whatnot. Oh yeah, Beast reincarnated label deals. That shouldn't even be a thought. It's so easy to market yourself on social media these days, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. But everything, like when it comes to like music, that field is so oversaturated. So you really gotta figure out your message, man, and your target audience, and then you just gotta get your message out in front of them and get it rolling. But yeah, I'm always encourage you to do what's necessary, do what you need to do, follow the passion, follow the dream. Even when it comes to starting a business, man, I don't care if you 65 and you come up with an idea, man, do it. Roll with it. It ain't never too late. Never too late. I don't care if you 80 and you come up with an idea, man, pursue it. You still living, man, go ahead. Why not? I'm never giving up on myself. I'm never about to look at myself and say I'm too old to do this, that, and the third. Nope. I'm like the people I mentioned in the last video. I'm gonna forget how to die. I'm gonna forget how to die physically. The only thing that's gonna die within me are the bad habits and the negativity. Other than that, I'm gonna forget how to die physically. I'm too focused on living, man. I'm too focused on bringing things into existence, man. Powerful things. I'm just too focused on that. I'm not worried about what other people may think. I'm not worried about whether or not people gonna think I'm too old to be doing this. I'm not worried about whether or not people think it's stupid for me to be doing this way. I'm not worried about all that. I'm not concerned about it. Me being concerned about that only slows me down. It only prevents me from doing what I know I want to do and need to do. I am, most definitely. Whenever you get your health semi back right, I'm gonna need a necklace. Then when you start making the soaps, you about to be my soap supplier, man. You about to supply my soap. We all gonna order soap from Amber. We all gonna buy our soap, skin creams, teas from Amber. That's what's gonna happen. Once she get back right, that's what we gonna do. Yeah, Sasha, that's why I said if you 30 and you rapping about the same senseless nonsense that they rapping about, these young cats, some of these young dudes are rapping about, then you need to really reevaluate your life, because you shouldn't be living the type of life that these 18, 17, 19, 20 year olds are living 30 plus. Like, you should be on a whole new level, and you should rap according to that level that you are on. You should rap according to that plane that you are on. But yeah, I'm so out of tune with a lot of like modern music. I've never been like a person that kept up with the mainstream. So I'm like so out of tune with it. Like, I don't know what's popular. Like, I don't know who's popular and things like that. I really do not know, because I don't keep up with it. What's going on, Cynthia Wisdom Seeker? What's going on with you, peace? Yeah, we just showing we on a gratitude hour right now. We just expressing gratitude, man. We just talking about things that we about to bring into existence. We keeping it positive, man. Like I said, one thing I like about this dialogue, man, it's not like Sean pointed out some weeks ago, man. It's not too many trolls that come on this stream, man, because for one, I don't really too much pay attention to them. But it's always a good exchange, man. It's always positivity going on within these dialogues, man, and that's peace. Again, that's things that's stuff that I manifest, man. I'm a peaceful individual. So I just manifest that peace, man. I bring that peace into existence. So where I go, peace follows. And that's how I try to live my life, man. Anytime anything comes my way that's not necessarily peaceful, then what do? I don't necessarily bash that individual. I examine myself. I said, maybe I'm dishing out some negative energy, man, some negative vibes, man, and that's why I got hit with it. So even if something like that were to come my way, I break it down to myself. I say, what did I do to cause that to come my way? How did I cause that effect? But I'll be so focused on peace, health, and prosperity, man, that I feel like that's all I manifest, man. Wherever I go, that's the type of environment, man, that I'm a manifest. And it's contagious. Matter of fact, it's hard to even troll on the dialogue. It's hard for people to it's hard for people to troll, man, because the positivity gonna overwhelm them. Like, you can't even troll this channel because, like I said, the positivity is so strong. It'd be like that person won't even exist. Beast Reincarnated, man. I listen to old school, but I listen to a lot of underground music. A lot of underground music. Most definitely, Shine, man. We may get like one every blue moon, and that don't even last long because, again, for the most part, they trying to argue facts with me, and I just bring up my sources and tell them to go read the books. And if they don't want to read the books, then I'll leave it alone because, again, I'm not about to argue about something that I researched without you doing the research. So I don't even entertain that anymore. Like, if I did the research and you want to argue with the research I did, do the same research, and then argue with the argue with the books. Popular definitely doesn't equate to quality. I listen to all them, Sasha, man. Jaru the Damager is one of my favorites, man. Underrated. But like I said, I could do a whole 5 hour long video, man, about just the conscious music, man, that has influenced me and that I listen to, man. It gets deep. It gets deep. Like, music, like hip hop music is one of the things that started to awaken me, man. That's what started my awakening process, like, period. That's where I came across a lot of concepts and different pieces of information. That's where I came across books. It was through hip hop. So when Lupe Fiasco said hip hop saved my life, like, it's a lot of truth to that in regards to me, man. I feel like it truly saved my life because without it, I don't know where I would have been. Yeah, them Afro beats, yeah. Poor righteous teachers, my dudes, man. Wise Intelligent. When I was on Twitter, man, Wise Intelligent was following me and everything. What's crazy, when I was on Twitter, man, I had Wise Intelligent was following me, Lord Jamora was following me. I had a lot of underground cats, man. They were following me on Twitter, man, but I had stopped getting on Twitter. But I had some very respectable individuals following me on Twitter, man. Lord Jamora, before he was blowing it up, you know, from Vlad interviews, man, he was following me on Twitter and all that. Ricky B, that list is definitely coming. Definitely. What's going on, O'Shane? How the moms doing? And Sean Word, I ain't never met dude in person. All right, that's cool that he peace, man, because a lot of these people, you meet them in person, they don't be what they all cracked up to be. Zucko, I haven't listened to Runtown. So I'm gonna have to check that out. And Emmanuel Briggs, you mean Grand Deception? That was one of the first songs. That was the first song I heard from K Reno back when I was in college. And once I heard that song, I bought everything that man put out. That's one of my favorite rappers. But yeah, Grand Deception, man. When he dropped that, I was like, whoa. Nothing set in stone. Drink water. Drink water, eat fruits. Drink plenty of water, eat fruits. That's it for skin clarification. Yeah, Zucko, like I said, man, you gotta find some individuals. You gotta find some individuals. There's still some decent people out, but like I said, they underground. They underground like that. I don't know if y'all fool with Nas, man, but Nas came out with that new joint, that new album. I like it. Nas is one of the few mainstream individuals I can rock with. Yeah, man, you Bridge K Reno, man. That's my dude. That is my dude. K Reno, Dead Prez, Killer Priest. Those are like three. Paris is another dude that y'all need to check out on a political aspect. Of course, Immortal Technique. AZ is my dude. Black Thought, you know the roots. That's peace, O'Shane, man. Glad the mom's doing good out here. Yeah, I'm gonna check out Runtime, most definitely. Cynthia Wisdom Seeker, I listen to J. Cole, but not as much as people think. And Zucko, I listen to Kendrick, but again, like a lot of people think that I based off of the way that I am, a lot of people think that I listen to them religiously. I don't. Like Lupe Fiasco is my dude. Like I would listen to a lot of Lupe Fiasco. Like Lupe Fiasco is my man's. that's my man's. Emmanuel Briggs, the altitude training mask, like it can help breathe with breathing and all that, but I don't use it. And it's not something that I push. But it can be helpful though. It's just something that I haven't done or implemented. I thought about it at one point, man, but I just mastered breathing without the mask and I was good. Oh, Sasha, that's cool. What's his name? Beast Reincarnated. I mean, I would consider him mainstream. But yeah, like I said, I'm a big Lupe fan, man. Lupe, my dude. Yasin Bey, aka Mos Def, my dude. And I'm gonna give y'all an underrated old school person that people don't be giving a lot of credit for. Don't be giving him his flowers. LL Cool J. That's another one of my guys. LL Cool J don't be getting a lot of props. That dude has had a pretty solid career, man. So I respect LL Cool J a lot. I bet you that probably came out. Y'all probably wasn't expecting that one from me. But yeah, I fool with LL Cool J a lot, man. John Steele, I'm gonna check him out. Almost definitely. Like LL is in my top, man. Cause that dude, LL is nice. And of course, Rakim is my dude. Rakim is my guy. But LL Cool J, like I said, is my dude, man. That dude would probably be in my top 5. O'Shane, man, yeah, I'm a big fan of reggae. And I actually just got put on somebody recently. One of my clients, what's his name? Pop Khan. I hadn't heard of this cat, man. I think he sounded like Drake or something. Oh, Zucko, Bone Thugs. You already, man, don't even mention Bone Thugs around me, man. I might start harmonizing, like off the strength of the name. Bone Thugs in the same category as Tupac for me, man. They untouchable. Like I don't even include them in lists because that's just by default. I'm too biased when it comes to Tupac and Bone Thugs, so I don't even include them in lists. Like I'm too biased when it comes to them, so I try not to even talk about them because I'm biased. Yeah, O'Shane, I just got put on to him. I was like, man, I never heard dude, man, but I was listening to a lot of old reggae like the Abyssinians, Black Uhuru, of course, like all the Marleys. There's a million Marleys, but I fool with I fool with a lot of the Marleys, man. And there's some other joints that I miss, like Barrington Levy or Levi, however you say his name, but I fool with him too. It's some other reggae artists, man. I cannot think of them off the top of my head, but those are the ones off the top that I listen to, man. But it's some more that I'm missing. And the GOATs, Peter Tosh. Like Peter Tosh is my dude. That's the GOAT. A lot of people talk about Bob Marley, but Peter Tosh is my dude. I fool with Bob Marley too, but Peter Tosh is that dude as far as reggae is concerned. Peter Tosh, man. It's my dude. Oh, saying okay, so dancehall. So man, I kind of looped them all into one category. I guess that's my mistake. But either way, I still kind of fool with his music, surprisingly enough, because he's associated with Drake, and I don't too much care for Drake. But yeah, that's ironic enough. It was kind of upsetting me that he had a lot of Drake features on some of his songs. I'm like, all right, man, you gotta stop putting Drake on the song. And that's when I kind of found out he was affiliated with Drake. So I was like, all right, what up? But that's one thing, y'all. I'm not the biggest Drake fan, so yeah. So dancehall is the bad cousin of reggae, man. I've never heard that breakdown, and I lived not my next door neighbors, but next door to them were some Jamaicans, and they never broke this down to me. So I'm glad you just gave me that breakdown. If I ever catch somebody saying Drake is better than Tupac, best believe y'all may see me going to jail. If they say that in my presence, I'm probably going to fight them. I respect opinions until it comes to that. That would just I wouldn't respect that. We have to throw some hands on that note. Yeah, Sean. The reason why I don't like him is dude just seems like a corny individual to me, and it's hard for me to separate that when I listen to his music. Man, dude just throws me off as a person. So I can't separate the corny personality from dude's music. So every time I just listen to dude music, I just be like, dude is corny, and then it distorts my ears in regards to the quality of his music. So I just choose to not listen to him. I have never been to Jamaica. Oh, Shane, which Caribbean island do you live on again? I think you said it. Zucko, like I said, man, Tupac is my GOAT, so that's why I don't even, that's just by default, man. I just leave dude out of a lot of conversation. Nobody has influenced me as much in my life, like outside of like my parents and all that, than Tupac, man. That's why my first Facebook page that I ever had was Illuminati Bell, straight from Tupac. My first Facebook page that got shut all the way down, that was very controversial, was Illuminati Bell. Like that was my Facebook name to show you the influence he had on me. Yeah, Hoshain, nowhere near close at all. Like I probably, like I said, man, I'll probably give somebody a rock bottom or something, man. I resort to some wrestling moves if somebody said that in my presence. Okay, you used to live in Puerto Rico. Where you living at now? What's going on, Dizzy? What's the word? Cynthia Wisdom Seeker? No. Yep, nope. I'm not a Biggie fan at all. I mean, of course, outside his little classic songs, I can vibe to him, but I'm not the biggest Biggie fan. Like I said, there's a lot of people that people probably be surprised that I don't actually care for. Okay, you in Ohio, bro? What part of Ohio? Yeah, Sasha, and I don't even, and that still ain't a good thing for me. I just do not care for the guy. Yeah, that's on my bucket list, Zucko. That's my bucket list. That's on my bucket list, man. Like another thing that's on my bucket list too is organizing these events in person. Okay, you in Cleveland. Oh, that's why you should mention Bone Thugs. All right, there we go. Most definitely, Dizzy, man. You got to keep it peaceful, man. Keep it sane. Keep elevating. Keep evolving. Keep being great. Keep being powerful. But I can't wait to start organizing these events in person, man. Like, period. 2021, that's when we gonna get on the road, man. So we gonna chop it up because I'm gonna come to a city near all of you. And then Sasha, then we gonna all make it to the UK and you're gonna have to set something up for us. Because like I said, when I was out here rapping, when I was on my political rap, I had a lot of people rocking with me from the UK. A lot of people. That was like predominantly all the people that was like sharing my stuff when I was putting out my political freestyles. Our favorite song by Bone Thugs, obviously, of course, would be the one with Tupac, Thug Love. That's one of my favorite songs. But then, ooh, that's a good question. You just got me. Thug Love is definitely one of my favorite ones because it gets me amped, man, like in the gym and whatnot. But Thuggish Rugged Bone is probably number one though. I was like, oh man, that's cold, man. I hope to meet all of them one day, man. I hope to meet all of the Bone Thug members one day. Definitely give them their flowers while they own it, while they here. Yeah, Hate Nation. Yeah. Change the World is another good Bone Thugs joint. That was my joint for a minute. Change the World. Oh, I got busy. Most recent joint. What is it? Carbon Monoxide. Man, that mug is solid. I got anything that came from a Bone Thug. Man, E Flesh and Bone just dropped something. I got that. Theodore Uriah. Okay, I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check him out, Joe King. Almost definitely, man. Like I said, I was dropping bombs on the government and the system and all that. And I was getting a lot of UK fans, man, a lot of UK, a lot of South Africa fans, man, but a lot of people in the US, I mean, I had a few people that was rocking with me, man, but it was like overseas love, like a mug. I was like, whoa. You would think if I'm rapping about the US government and this system that more people will feel me here. Nope. Oh, yeah, Family Tree. Yeah, Lauryn Hill, yep. And then I'm going to even go a step further, man. Shay Noir, she's good. Cyrock. Narubi Say La, like those are some talented females. Massive Attack, man, I haven't heard of. You say she going live on me, fam? Ain't nothing wrong with us going live at the same time. It's all good. Dizzy Damn, the crazy thing about it is some of my favorite artists, like I said, the political artists that I listen to, man, a lot of they shows when they go overseas, packed. And they said when they come, like when they do shows domestically in the United States, like it don't be as sold out. Hey, Shane, I've actually heard of Chronics. Like the other ones I gotta check out, but I've actually listened to some Chronics, most definitely. I'll most definitely check that out. Check them out. All right, Sasha Bet. I'm gonna check him out. Because you know I'm a music head, so I'm gonna check him out most definitely. Oh, Dizzy Damn, I kind of figured it. One of the things I had figured out was for the most part, I knew why the political message wasn't resonating with a lot of people in the United States, man, just deaf, dumb, and blind. As we break down the percentages, man, 85% are easily led in the wrong direction, and they deaf, dumb, and blind. And they controlled by the 10%, the people that we speaking out against. So that's 95% of the population in this particular country that's not rocking with what 5% of us are talking about. So it's only going to be a small percentage of us that's going to rock with that truth here in this particular country. Because like I said, we got 95% that's not rocking with what we saying. So I pretty much expected that based off of the mathematics. And it's like I said, overseas, they more in tune with what's going on here than we are. So it's like it was real simple for me once I broke it down mathematically. So that's why when you speak in certain things, now if I talked about some blind stuff, I talked about some ignorant stuff, then that 95% they co-sign the ignorance, hence why that stuff becomes popular. Because they co-sign the ignorance, they fool with the ignorance. That 10% that's controlling that 85, they controlling that 85, they instilling them to embrace that ignorance. So that 85% gravitates toward that ignorance. That 10% is promoting the ignorance, putting the money behind it. So then that's what's happening. Are they on the coach status? I'm gonna check them out. I'm gonna become part of the coach. Sean Steed, I already know, man. I used to get in a lot of debates and arguments with Israelites when I had my Illuminati Bell page. So I already know. I used to get in a debate after debate with them. Debate after debate after debate. Used to be crazy. Almost definitely, old Shane, man. Get it going. I actually have somebody I used to rap with in high school, man. He just sent me some beats. He trying to bring me out of retirement. He wanted to do an EP with me, man. I'm considering it. I'm considering it. But he just sent me like 5 beats, man, and he just want me to go in on them. I'm considering it. Boy, I was on the music thing heavy back in the day. So I'm strongly considering it because I got a lot I can get off my chest. Oh yeah, Zucko. Yeah, I was debating in person and I was debating online. It got draining, man. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm done with it. And that's all I do, man. That's why I provide resources or my sources. I say, look, I'm not about to debate. Here's my source. Read this source. If you don't want to read it, then that's on you. But I'm not about to debate it. Oh, y'all, most definitely, man. I already got some things written in some of the beats, man. It's just a matter of me getting to the studio or not. It won't take me nothing, man. I don't like I'm kind of magical when it comes to the studio. Like I can do stuff in one take right off of memory. So I don't have to read off of paper and stuff like that. So I'll be knocking it out one shot. I just got to get the concept in my head and I roll from there. Oh, Dizzy, what's crazy? I just made a Facebook status and said I listen. I said I could listen to J Rock and Mozzie all day, every day. So it's funny that you asked me that because I just made a Facebook status some days ago saying I could listen to both of them all day, every day. Mozzie is my dude. Like Mozzie would be my favorite, man. Outside of like Nip, Mozzie and J Rock are my dudes. Oh, I'm gonna check that track out most definitely. But a lot of my favorite artists, like E40, is another person that I respect, look up to. E40 is underrated from a business perspective, man. That's one of my favorite just artists as far as like all the moves that he make. A lot of people, a lot of people like underestimate and don't value and appreciate E40 enough. E40 is one of my dudes, man, well respected. E40 is well respected. And then I also like I'm a fan of like even some of the like gangster rap music, man. I used to listen to like Spice One and Sibo and stuff like that, man. But E40 is my dude. As far as like I said, some of the moves that he making. Oh yeah, Game most definitely. Yeah, Game is almost like in my like dude code. Dude Game is almost in, I think Game would be in my top 10, honestly. Oh, Massive Attack, man. They sound like they big, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and check them out. Sentient Wisdom Seeker. Oh yeah, indeed. I like Common. Indeed. Yeah, he got his own liquor, man. E40 be making some moves, man. E40 be making some slept on moves. Oh, Dizzy Damn, yeah, from Oakland. Like I don't know if you listen to like Mr. Fab, man, but that's another dude I fool with. Man, I fool. A lot of my favorite rappers come from the West Side, man. And in another world, I lived over there. I live over there. I was actually looking to relocate out that way before this COVID hit. I was gonna take my fitness business to the West Coast, man. I was looking at like Vegas and LA, Oakland. I was looking at, start my little gyms and stuff over there, man. Then COVID hit, then I got an opportunity this way. And then Brother Lynch Hung, that's another, because I like horrorcore music a little bit. So Brother Lynch Hung is another person that's from like, I think he's from Sacramento, I believe. I fool with his music heavy. Oh yeah, Mr. Fab, that dude, Marshawn Lynch peoples, man. So I fool with his music, man. He got a lot of deep little music that I can fool with. Oh, okay, so they changed it to just massive. Okay. Yeah, liquor sick. Welcome to your own death, bro. That my songs right there, man. Yeah, EBK, all that. Like I said, man, I could talk this hip hop all day, man. But like I said, some of my favorite artists are from that side. You Be Legit, The Click, Sibo, most definitely. Like I said, my dude. Like I said, Spice One, MC8. It's some other people from the West Coast that I mentioned, but I'm naming the ones off the top that I fool with heavy. And like I said, even Snoop, MC Ren, like even his solo stuff. Like I be rocking with it all. I don't play around with it, man. I'm a music head. Oh yeah, the Gravediggers definitely was dope with the horrorcore tip, man. But the best horrorcore person to me is Gangsta Nip. And that's shout out to Houston, shout out to Texas. Bullies with Fullies, yep. Trey D, yep. Man, we just gonna have to have a hip hop conversation one of these days, man. That video gonna be crazy. Again, man, I've been building for a nice little minute, y'all, man. So I got some things I'm about to go tend to, man. It's been a very positive dialogue. Again, man, it's always a pleasure building with y'all, chopping it up with you all. Y'all need to go out there and enjoy the rest of this Saturday, man. Enjoy the rest of this weekend. I'm gonna see you all again on Monday because again, I don't really too much care for holidays. So on Labor Day, we're gonna come and we're gonna build. We're gonna build on the positive. We're gonna destroy the negative. Y'all stay peaceful out there, man. Y'all stay healthy. I'm out, y'all. Peace.